So we spoke about holidaying. No. How about the reason of I feel my child is too unwell to go to school? How do I, as a parent, know what is unwell, too unwell, well enough? I think I should be looking for some guidelines from my school, but where do I find those? How do I go about it?
At the moment, there are guidelines that are being issued by the Ministry of Education. So on the Ministry of Education site, you go into the parent portal and you can follow the guidelines. I'm not a doctor, so I can't make those calls. But I think as a parent, you do know. I've got 3 of my own children, 4 grandchildren, 2 of them at school. And you know, my oldest son used to spend a bit of time having a sore tummy, but it wasn't. He just had the anxiety around going to school. So unfortunately, both his parents are in education, so he got pushed into it. But it helped him push through that anxiety and the social emotional
resilience
skills, and he built that resilience up. So as a parent, you tend to know if they are sick, yes, you do need to keep them at home, and for ourselves, we need to do that. But if you're making excuses and going, they are sick, that's different. When you know sometimes that upset tummy is anxiety, and it would be better for them. You're building them up. You're helping them, your child, become more resilient. When you play into it, when you get to high school level, that becomes harder and harder because we know what teenagers are like. And so if we can stop that at the primary level and get them into that rhythm and routine and build up the resilience, then it is. There are sickness, and it's been difficult with the COVID at the moment and being told that we had to stay at home for 5 days, and we understand that. But you know when your kid's right and not. So it's playing that. Sometimes there can be, it might be that you need to go and see a doctor, get proper medical advice at that point.
I think a big thing too is if your child is sick, communicate that with the school and let the school know. So each school's got a dedicated number for attendance. Call them, let them know, and then they can mark you accordingly. They can say it is a justified absence, so it's not going to count against you over the course of the year. So that's a real key piece that we get frequently. Just communicate with school if your kid is sick. That kid, if your child's sick multiple days too, let the school know. They might have some resources they can point you in the right direction to support and help.
Notifying school early. Don't leave it too late so that you have the office admin ring you with a query.
Yes.
And most schools have like numbers you can text. You don't have to physically phone people or the office admin to let them know that your child's not going to be.
And if it isn't ongoing, there are things that we can do then to help. So we have links into the public health nurse, and at school we regularly meet once a month with them. So if it is an ongoing issue, we can then put you in touch with a public health nurse that can then help support you as well. So if it is just, again, it's that talking to the school, and then we can help support.
So communication, what I'm hearing.